Let's look at verse 6 now of Jonah chapter 1. We'll go ahead and read that. Vayikrav Eliv Rav HaChovel Vayomer Lo Ma Lecha Nirdam Kum Kara El Elohecha Ulai Yit Ashet Ha Elohim Lanu Velo Noved. Okay, so we have Vayikrav, and we need to figure out who the subject of this is. It's a Cal imperfect Vav consecutive 3ms of Karav, to draw near, and then we have Eliv, which is to him, and then the subject here is Rav HaChovel, which would be the master, or in this case the captain, HaChovel, of the sailors, or perhaps the crew. So the captain drew near to him, meaning to Jonah. Jonah was the one we saw at the end of the last verse, who was down in the hold of the ship sleeping. We have the captain of the crew drew near to him, Vayomer, and he said, come over to the right hand side now, Lo, he said to him, Ma lecha nirdam. What to you, or how to you? We have nirdam. This is a nafal. We saw the same root here at the end of verse 5. And nirdam, we have the noon prefix with the hirik. It could be many things, but the comet's theme vowel indicates that we're looking at a participle here. It could potentially be a nafal perfect with a patak that's been lengthened because it's in pausal form, but I think we're probably looking at a nafal participle here, masculine singular. And essentially he's saying, what are you doing sleeping? What is it to you sleeping? Or how is it to you sleeping? So what are you doing sleeping? And then we have kum. We saw that way back in verse 2. Kum, arise, say imperative of the root kum. Arise. Kara. We've also seen that earlier as well. In verse 2, where God says to cry against the city. So arise. Kara, call, imperative, El Elohecha, to your God. Ulai, perhaps. And then we have a pretty rare verb, ashat, yit ashet. We have a hithpael imperfect 3ms, yit ashet. Perhaps God, ha Elohim, will be concerned, lanu, about us, literally to us. And then coming down to the last part of verse 6 here on the right hand side, velo noved. And here we have a nice one aleph verb, which is just one of these odd forms where the aleph in an imperfect ends up taking a holum, in this case a first common plural, and we not perish. So let's read through this then. And the captain of the crew drew near to him and said to him, what are you doing sleeping? What is it to you sleeping? Arise, call to your God. Perhaps God will be concerned for us. And I think the idea of Elohim here, again, since it's the captain talking, is still perhaps your God, perhaps whatever God it is you talk to. This God will be concerned for us, and we will not perish. Okay, that's verse 6.